Hello guys, welcome to another session of Sport Dynasty. I am your host Akini, and I'm here with two amazing sport fans. On my right, I have Mr. Jerry. Please, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Jerry, a football analyst, a football lover, and also a fan of FC Barcelona and Manchester City.
And on my right, I have Mr. Desmond. Please, can you introduce yourself?
I'm called Manga Desmond, a football supporter, a football lover, and also a fan of FC Barcelona.
Okay, guys, in today's session, we'll be bringing to you the spotlight, the highlights, and what happened during the week on this show. So we'll talk about the Caribou Cup finals which passed yesterday. Also, we'll talk about we could talk about Cameroon sport and also the league games which just passed this weekend. And we are starting with the league games. We'll talk about Liverpool versus Brighton. Please, Mr. Desmond, can you tell Liverpool has been dropping points every week after being the champions of England last season. What can you really say about this?
Yeah, what I have to say is being a champion is one thing, and keeping that title and that pace is another thing. So, what I've noticed from Liverpool is that consistency, that team spirit is not there. Yes, they are the world champion. They bought players with a lot of money.
They have been having more signings.
Yeah. So, according to the Premier League, Liverpool is the highest club that has spent a lot of money in this transfer window, and yet no result. Yeah, the thing is, Liverpool don't have that creative, because in football, one matters best is the midfield. If you can't build your midfield well, that can challenge. Then you don't have anything to do.
And another thing that gave me about Liverpool this season is their defense. When the season started, I made a statement. I said this Liverpool that they are signing all these players without buying good defenders, they will struggle. You don't just go to the market, yes, you are a current champion. You don't just go to the market and just buy attackers. You neglected your defense and your midfield. And that is a lot of problem for Liverpool. If you consider this season, they are struggling in defense and in midfield. They are relying on Szoboszlai to create chances, score goals, give assists. Szoboszlai is not that type of a player that you'll be expecting to create you chances, give you beautiful passes, give assists. Szoboszlai is a versatile player. He can play right back, he can also play midfield. He's a player, if you watch his game very well, he's good at shooting. Yeah. If you limit his shooting range, Szoboszlai is toothless. Let me just put it in that form. So Liverpool this season, the problem in Liverpool is their defense and their inconsistency, and you can also see the injuries. And the coach, if you look inside this game, their game against Brighton, the coach, you don't know what the coach is doing. The players are just passing, crossing.
That's what I wanted to ask. Is it that is the coach the problem of Liverpool this season, or is it that the players does not want to work hard?
The problem cannot necessarily be the coach. The problem can be from both sides. Maybe from the coach, maybe from the players, because they lack how can I put this? They don't communicate. That's one thing in football. Communication in football. Okay, look at Mo Salah of last season and compare to Mo Salah of this season. What has happened? He has really dropped form. Yes, and Cody Gakpo, he has dropped. Look at now. They went and bought Ekitike from Frankfurt. He was doing well. Then they went and brought Isaac to come and replace him. So I call this a useless signing, because you already have a striker that can score you goals and give you the points that you need in Premier League. You went and brought another striker. Where is he now? He's injured. So Liverpool problem is not only the coach, but they need to come together as a team. They need to have that team spirit, communication in the field. Then I believe they will play a better football.
Mr. Jerry, what is your take on this? Is it the coach or the players?
I'll put more of them on the coach, because you have the players. The players are there. You understand? What is your style of play? If I ask now, what is Liverpool's style of play? They are just pass the ball. If you lose it, run after it, That means they are always playing the back foot. That means they are always chasing the game instead. You understand?
Yeah.
So you have Mo Salah. Mo Salah is not that Mo Salah anymore. You understand?
His age too has.
He has age already. You understand? Now you have a defender like Konate. Konate very inconsistent. Kekes can never be Robertson. You had a Robertson, you put him on the bench and you play Kekes.
The Liverpool fans, they claim they have the greatest defender and like the biggest defender. Van Dijk.
Van Dijk is old. Van Dijk is old. Yes.
Van Dijk is 34 years of age. So you cannot expect Van Dijk to be doing those things you were doing back then. Van Dijk cannot run anymore. Van Dijk does not have that. The experience is there, but that Van Dijk vibe is not there at the moment.
You cannot play in that defense all alone. You need someone that can collaborate with. That's it. You need someone that can collaborate. Okay, if I'm going up, this man should cover me in this position.
So one thing I can also say about the players is they should just sit now, okay, told themselves that we are the current champions, we are the holders of the Premier League. What is going on? Okay, now let's be our okay, we cannot win the league. Let's qualify for the Champions League.
Yeah.
Put that momentum.
And from what it's showing, it shows that Liverpool, if they continue with this inconsistency, they might not qualify for the Champions League.
They will not make it to the top 4.
Then now we're talking about the world champions, whom they have been dropping points every week in, week out. Even in the Champions League, we saw how PSG knocked out Chelsea 8-2. This week again, which we thought as Manchester United drop point mid-table, is it international break team after not playing for 2 weeks, they drop points this weekend. We thought maybe Liverpool and Chelsea will capitalize in that winning. What do you have to talk about Chelsea this season? It's not about this season, that inconsistency.
I think Chelsea made a mistake from the moment they sacked Enzo Maresca. Yes, I believe he was a coach that had a lot to offer in that team.
Mm-hmm.
When Enzo Maresca left, Enzo Fernandez made a statement that the tactical play and everything left with Enzo Maresca when he left Chelsea. We can clearly see it. Chelsea does not play any football again this season. They are very inconsistent. Chelsea, very inconsistent. We thought against PSG they are going to maybe do a comeback, but our thought failed us because Chelsea is no longer the Chelsea that we knew. Yes, starting from their goalkeeper. Sanchez is a mess. The defense, everything is total mess. So I believe Chelsea needs to sit down and look for a better coach that can coach this young player and instill a level of confidence in them. Bring back that team confidence. And believe with that, Chelsea can maybe rise again.
Okay, Mr. Jerry, I passed through a post on social media saying that Maresca only asked for a defender, that's a central defender, but Chelsea instead sacked him. Do you see this sacking of Maresca as a big downfall to the Chelsea Football Club?
Yeah, because the players already understood their assignment. Okay,
yeah.
He came in, he won 2 trophies. He won the Conference League and the Club World Cup. He has already given those players that vibe that, okay, no matter what, we can win. Now, though me, I'm somebody, all these outside medias, I don't really believe in them. So I only put on myself in all those stuff. The players already understood the coach very well. And for no reason, you just sack him.
You just sack him without explaining to
the
what happened.
Without explaining to the coach what happened. Okay, now you went and signed a manager who just started his first job as a manager. I think this season or last season.
By the time he came, he was like the first games that he played was like he was showing something as if he was a good coach. And Chelsea fans were like they tried to trust him with a job. They were trusting him that he can do something. But this past matches, Chelsea has really been down. No tactical approach. Nothing.
He was doing well. He was doing well at Strasbourg. He's a manager who first of all he learned coaching job but at Derby County with Wayne Rooney. Mm-hmm. He was an assistant coach of Wayne Rooney. We all know records of Wayne Rooney. So you go to Strasbourg, you bought the coach. who has no experience, he has not won anything, and you bring to a club like Chelsea, a current world champions holders, and he came here. His first few games, his first few games, he won some good points, quite alright. But when I knew that man was not a coach, is the game against Arsenal. You understand? That was his first big test, and he failed. That is when I know this man cannot do anything with this team. So the only thing Chelsea just need to do now is just allow the man, let him do whatever he's doing. When the season ends, you sack. And if you can see in Chelsea, so some of their players have dropped form, their defense, their midfield, star players like Kopama, they are no more.
There's one thing in football: when the players are not happy with the coach, they cannot perform well.
And that's what is happening in Chelsea right now.
Whenever they play a match, they go to the dressing room. They are always complaining about the coach. So I believe Chelsea problem now like this is the coach. That's the first thing in Chelsea. If they can solve the problem with the coach, I believe Chelsea can stand back on their feet again and play good interesting football. So that's how.
Just a quick one. Have you ever had those beautiful moments in your life that were not captured? Worry not, Fexify Studios is your one-stop shop. We offer professional photo shoot, cinematic videography, event coverage, weddings, birthdays, among others, content creation, enlargement, top-tier equipment rentals, speakers, cameras, lighting, microphones, and MCs for your event. And guess what? We do have a space for your podcast and interview. And do not worry about the similarities of the background. According to the theme of your event, we could change the background from this to this to this and to any other background of your choice. Let us take care of your media needs. Contact us today.
Okay, now we'll talk about the league games. The Spanish league game, Barcelona versus Rayo Vallecano. We saw Barcelona has been at home. They have been as if they can eat raw blood. But away, Barcelona look like sometimes they are dropping. And in yesterday game, we saw Barcelona win Rayo Vallecano 1-0 at home, giving the gap of 4 points to Real Madrid. What can you say about this game yesterday? How the style of the play, what happened in the game?
If you are a Barcelona fan, you will know that this side, Rayo Vallecano, has been headed. Yes. There has been a team that has been giving Barcelona a tough time in football. I think we have three of them. See Rayo Vallecano, we have Getafe, and then this other side Osasuna. Yes. These are teams in La Liga that they always give Barcelona a difficult moment, no matter what. But what I'm happy is that at the end of this game, we're able to have those 3 points. Yes, very important.
But what can you talk about the performances today?
What I can really say is Barcelona is always Barcelona, no matter what. We'll always find a way to make our fans happy. So that's all I can say.
Okay, Mr. Jerry, Barcelona versus Rayo Vallecano. What is your take?
You know, in football sometimes, not all the time you must play good before you win. There are some certain games you just say, okay, this is the situation. Let's just score it. Let's just score one and defend. We can kill the game. All right, good. And that is what Barcelona did yesterday. Flick saw that, okay, if Barcelona press too much, Rayo can capitalize. So he just say, okay, don't score. Just play the game. Just play and get the 3 points. Get the 3 points. Go 7 point clear. We wait anyhow Real Madrid match ends. And the person that amazed me yesterday once again is Joan Garcia. If you have a goalkeeper like Joan Garcia, you're destined for greatness. Because football, we always ignore goalkeepers. The goalkeepers are one of the main people in the football team because they are the last people. Any fumble, it's a goal. And we saw some amazing saves that they did yesterday.
And they saved in just the early minutes of the match.
Good. So it's not all the time a team must play perfect before you win. You win the games. You understand? Players like Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, Femi. Though Femi was exciting yesterday also.
According to the play yesterday, Barcelona did not perform as before. Can we say that is it the game against Newcastle that made them to lost, let's say they were tired and they are not able to like press.
Yeah, the thing is the level of the way football has evolved in this recent, you will have too many matches to play. And there are some of these clubs that they do not even play these matches. They rest, they only play once a week. And look at Barcelona coming to play a game against Newcastle. The intensity, the energy that they put to play that game. I believe some of these players were tired, so they just needed rest. And we can clearly see that from Lamine Yamal. Yes, he did not perform at his best.
But there's one player that wants
to remove him out of the pitch.
There is one player that wants us to talk about, Ronald Araujo. He's the one that saved Barcelona from yesterday's disaster. He scored a goal. Because if Barcelona could have dropped point yesterday, Real Madrid could have just been 1 point behind Barcelona, and that is a risk. So Ronald Araujo, what can you say about Ronald? Should Barcelona sell him or keep him? Because some people are like, Barcelona should sell him because he's inconsistent, what he always does in big games. So what can we talk about? We have seen that 2 times this season against Girona, and yesterday he saved Barcelona from.
If a good offer comes in, they should sell Araujo, because presently now he's picking up. You understand? He's picking up to be that Araujo of 2023 season. That Araujo that we used to know. That Barcelona engine. Yeah, but nevertheless, if a proposal comes in, they should sell Araujo, go to the market, buy two other good defenders. Because if you can see the way Barcelona is playing, Barcelona is a team that relies so much on high line. And Araujo does not know how to keep that high line. And if you want to play under Flick as a centre back, you need to know how to work, how to keep high line. You understand?
But we have seen Flick change his position this time. He has been playing Gerard Martin Kubasi in the centre
back, yeah.
And he has been using Ronald Araujo in the wing. And he has for the past games against Newcastle and this game against Rayo Vallecano, he has shown some. Is it that Hansi Flick should be playing him in that position and remove him from the central defense?
The truth is, at the moment, he has not really played any Barca has not really played anything that can press you. Yeah. You understand? That can press. Like you saw the City and Arsenal game yesterday, where the both teams were attacking, especially in the first, especially the way Arsenal was attacking City. So Araujo they need to play Araujo in that type of match to really confirm, okay, if Araujo is really back to his best. Because maybe Barcelona did not put him in defense to scoring goals. You understand? It's to defend. So he should not be fooling us with 1-1.
He's not only a coach, but he's a very tactical coach.
Yeah.
Why I'm saying so is because if you watch a match against Newcastle, you saw that at that winger, Lamine Yamal was not playing well. But when Lamine Yamal came in that middle, you saw the level of play, level of football that Lamine Yamal played in that midfield. So Hansi Flick is someone that he's not only watching the game, but he's watching his player very closely to see. Maybe he can change you from this position and put you here and you perform better. Look at Gerard Martin. When he came, he was playing left back. But now, look at the way he has collaborated with Kubas, and they are playing very well. So I believe if Araujo is being given more playing time in this FC Barcelona, I believe he can pick up. So football is just a matter of time. Let them give him that young man some really time there. We can then judge him from there.
Okay, now we'll be talking about the Madrid Derby, which just passed yesterday. We saw high intensity football. What we call a derby is not like we saw rivals come together, play football, entertain us. You score me, I score you. You give me, I give you yesterday. But at the end of the day, Real Madrid won that game yesterday. Please, Mr. Jerry, what is your take on that?
The last time I was here, I said Real is here. I cannot write Real Madrid off. That's the type of games I was talking about. Because that was a game on a good day, Real Madrid was supposed to lose that particular game.
Yes.
But Real being Real, and one thing about Real, they know how to win Atletico de Madrid, especially at home. They know how to do it. I said here the other day.
But during the first leg, we saw Atletico Madrid capitalize their win. They won Real Madrid 5-2. At that period, Real Madrid was at their top form. They were under Xabi Alonso. But yesterday we saw players like Vinicius Junior turn up yesterday. He scored 2 goals yesterday.
I've said this and I'll keep saying it. You see, Atletico Madrid is a club that is very inconsistent. Yes, I'll say it. I'll say that if Atletico Madrid want to win trophy, you need to sack that coach. I've said it many times.
But he's
yes.
at the verge of winning a trophy.
Yes.
He has not won yet.
Since after how many years? How many trophy has he won? For the past 3 years.
And he's playing around football.
So my problem with Atletico Madrid is that coach. Yes, Diego Simeone. Because that position is not like a kingdom that you just go and sit on a throne and you don't want to leave.
For 13
It's
years
playing
now.
one level, the same level of football every year. Nothing is changing. No results. Despite the fact that Atletico Madrid was able to knock Barcelona out of the Copa del Rey, does not mean that they play very, very good and interesting football. That football is very
The
good.
truth about Simeone is
Yes.
he was a defending coach. That means a coach in this system of 4-4-2 or 5-4-1. You understand? So people keep criticizing him that football has evolved to change his style of play, So he's not trying to involve in the game, like not being too defensive. Now he's not getting it right. Because why? He's not used to, and he has not get the pattern of playing all this beautiful football. You understand? So that is where he's getting it wrong. But to be honest, the same way I want to sack that coach. But if you look at Atletico team, you will not really spot a coach that can coach Atletico the way he has done over the years. He's not winning.
They have good players.
Yeah, they have good players.
That is because they have not given another person an opportunity to prove himself.
He's not winning quite all right. But again, the fans are asking, or the board is asking, if you sack this man now, who will be better than him? You understand? Because the man has really tried for the team quite all right, because he came there when they were just from relegating. You understand? They just came back. He came and he bought some life, the team, taking it to Champions League finals, Europa League finals, winning the La Liga and the like. They were playing also good football. They have good players. But right now, it's not really going well for the man.
Do you know right now, as we are talking, Atletico Madrid have a better squad than Barcelona?
Yeah, than everything in
La Liga.
Yeah.
So, what is stopping them from winning the Champions League? What is stopping them from winning the La Liga?
Maybe his coaching style.
His coaching style presently, and also consistency from him, not even the players. Because he has the players. You can look at the game yesterday. You scored. You scored. You take the game to halftime, 1-0. You came back in. And all of a sudden, you just start defending.
That's it.
Horrible defending, you got a penalty. Horrible defending, you consider the goal. Alright, you have considered the goal. Your player has scored. You have scored a very good goal. You start defending again. What was that? And he does not have those players anymore. You understand? Those players, those defenders anymore that can do them. He does not have defenders. Now, Real Madrid, if you press Real Madrid, you will score. But you came second half, started giving them respect. Vinicius Junior was just making his way.
Yeah,
you cannot. Vinicius is a very good player, very, 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 very good player. I cannot take that beautiful goal away from him. But if you had good defenders there or good pattern of play, that goal would not have happened. Yeah. And Real Madrid, that team again, I would say they have luck. One, because look at that ball Alvarez track and hit the post. So Real Madrid is always Real Madrid. They played very well in the second half. So they deserve.
And also the goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois, who has been out and bringing in their second goalkeeper, he has been as if he's the same Thibaut Courtois. He's having that spirit. They like that spirit for Thibaut Courtois. Don't enter in, maybe cash more like Thibaut Courtois.
Yeah, Lund is a very great keeper. In 2023-2024 season, when they won the Champions League, Courtois was injured before he came and played the final. I was even wishing for Real Madrid to lose that final. The reason was you have a goalkeeper who has been there from I think the group stage to the semi-finals. He has been excellent. And
So
your
when
main
they-
goalkeeper has
Just
been
came back from
injured.
injury and just have to.
And
You
it's
played
not that-
City,
that
you
is
played
what has
City,
been
you
happening
played
to Real
Bayern.
Madrid.
You just come all of a sudden in the final and you bench. That same thing happened to Tottenham in 2019 when they had Lukamura. Lukamura is the player that sent them to the Champions League final when Harry Kane was injured. He scored a hat-trick against Ajax to send them to the Champions League final. When they got to the final, Harry Kane just came back from injury. He just started Harry Kane.
But it's sure that's what is happening with Real Madrid because we have seen Kylian Mbappe and Bellingham, especially Jude Bellingham. At the start of the season, Jude Bellingham had shoulder
Injury.
surgery, so he went for a surgery and he was out for around months.
Yeah.
But immediately he just came back. Xabi Alonso started putting him in the starting lineup, and from that time they started playing Bellingham. He has been Real Madrid has they dropped the way they played from the start of the
The
season.
thing is, the thing is for Real Madrid, they have that system, right? Take for example, you move huge sum of money, buy Kylian Mbappe, and you expect him to be on the
It was
pitch.
a free signing, please.
Even if it's a free signing,
You're paying-
but they still pay.
Yes, even that he's free.
You
He's
sign
free.
Bellingham, you sign Kylian Mbappe, and you come and bench them. For what reason? It cannot work like that in Real Madrid. They have their system, and you as a coach coming in, you have to respect that system. So that's just Real Madrid.
And
And Kylian
Abelo
Mbappe
has
is out.
been-
He's back from
And,
that means,
Abelo has been doing excellent since he lost the game against Abesente in the
yeah.
Copa del Rey. He has been excellent, and I'm so amazed because again I'm surprised a young manager from the B team coming in and performing big, winning big games, winning against Guardiola, winning against Simeone is excellent. So the man is really trying.
Okay, now we'll talk about the man who has been bullied, who has been bullied, who has been disrespected, who has been talked down on. He is going trophyless this season. He is not winning any trophy. He has dropped. He is not a good manager. Now we are talking about Pep Guardiola. Yesterday, Pep Guardiola won the Carabao Cup yesterday from Arsenal, stopping Arsenal from winning a quadruple yesterday. So, Mr. Desmond, what is your take on yesterday's match? Arsenal versus Manchester City.
What I say is, Pep Guardiola is the most successful coach in football. As we can also say,
Please, can we just have a standing ovation
successful
for Pep Guardiola?
player in football. So the Pep Guardiola coach. So Pep is that man that we can never question his side of football. Yes, he has been failing. He has been losing points. He knew that this is his only opportunity for him to leave a trophy this season without going trophyless. Arsenal came with that mindset that yes,
Winning.
we are coming to win, but forgetting the fact that Pep is a very intelligent and tactical coach. Yes, he stopped Arsenal from their set piece. They block Arsenal from everything. So I believe with this win and victory, he has given Pep a level of motivation. Even though Arsenal is ahead of the Premier League with 7 points difference, I believe Man City is still having a game at hand to play. I believe that if Man City can be able to win that game, it will boost their morale and give them a level of confidence and fight for the title again. Because I believe at this moment, City are not out of the Premier League title. Yes,
Okay,
they are not out.
There are still games to go.
On my
Yeah.
left, I will talk to our Manchester City fan who is in the building. Manchester City of Pep Guardiola. So, what is your take on yesterday game, City versus Arsenal?
Yesterday game, you will see the student versus the teacher. You
I said-
understand?
I said that.
You can never be bigger than your
So people are saying
teacher.
Arsenal is allergic
trophy.
to trophies.
Oh, those ones are just banter. What we saw yesterday is experience and not experience. You understand?
Yeah.
Arsenal was coming in that game with that mindset of
City has been down.
City has
this
been down.
season.
See how they drop point.
Even
Now,
though supporting
Pep
Arsenal.
Guardiola treated that match like a World Cup final. because he knew. I said he knew
If you
this is
know,
the only possibility. Like President now, okay, this is the only opportunity. Okay, I'm out of the Champions League. I'm
not-
9 points away from the Premier League. Though I have a game in hand. This is the only cup presently now. And you look at the team he's facing, Arsenal, who is their coach, Mikel Arteta, his student. So you already knew what to do. And what I can say about that particular game yesterday first, Arsenal mentality. What you said it when City won the league in 2020-24 about Arsenal mentality, and they were criticizing their mentality. Those players don't know how to win. If you look at Arsenal squad, the only player that can measure out in Arsenal that has won a trophy like in Arsenal is Bukayo Saka. It's only Saka. Now, the other players, you have bought players from
Leo
left, right, and
Perez,
center. Good
blah, blah,
players.
blah.
You have the best defense
Do
in the
one.
world. Now, the players come in. You are in the first minute, you are playing very well. Now, City, their centre back, their two centre back, main centre back, Gui and Diaz, they were not in that game. Now, Kostanov is yellow carded. Now, what can you do as a good coach, or what will you instruct your players? Press.
Yeah.
Press him. You know what Kostanov can do, especially if he's under pressure. Now, you allow City, especially in the second half, or the last 15 minutes of the first half, to come into the game. You understand? Yes, City, the goalkeeper James Sharp made good saves in the first half, in the first minute. Now, you allow City to come in the game, and when they went for second half, City came back and you started defending. You started being afraid. Arsenal was just like they were playing like they fear. You understand? City, the backline, look at Aken, injury man, Kostanov, his red card, he already the yellow card. Now you fear, you leave City. City do not say wetin. He limit Arsenal a crosses, a set piece. He limit that. Even for first half, they were dealing with it very well. All the dead balls that were coming in, City were defending it very, very well.